Dom, as we now know, your stay with the football club has been extended, will be extended. How nice to get that sorted before the end of the season.
Yeah, really good for me. It's something that was always sort of in the background and I knew could happen. So, just really happy it's sorted now, and I can fully focus on football.
Just sum up your time with the football club so far then, a bit of a roller coaster, some ups and downs, but I think generally you've played an awful lot of football and been consistent when you've been out on the pitch as well.
A couple of mixes of seasons. It's been here a few years now. Really enjoyed it. Obviously had a few managers as well, so really loved my time at the club. We've made some good memories, and I think in the first year obviously came close to the playoffs and had a good FA Cup run, and always had good cup runs here, so really enjoyed it. Played quite a lot of games, and loved it.
That consistency, has that been more so this campaign, to have played every minute of every game so far? How pleasing has that been? How big an achievement is it in this division?
Yeah, really good. Touch wood, I can carry that on. I've had a full bill of health so far, and it's something for centre halves, a bit of consistency, and obviously every position you want consistency, but I think more so for defenders and goalkeepers, that run of games you can really get into your groove, and it can become like muscle memory really. So I'm really in a privileged position to be available for all the games, and hopefully that can continue.
Has it been in the back of your mind thinking, I've played 40 of 40 so far, I want to make that the full complement now?
A little bit, but I just want to be fit and available for the next game. I'm not thinking 2 or 3 ahead. I'm thinking about Sheffield Wednesday next, and being fit and healthy for that, and hopefully I can put in a good performance as well.
It's been a tough few weeks. How much could we do with a win?
Yeah, really could do. It has been tough recently. We've up until I think Middlesbrough, there's only sort of 1 goal in it. We've had some okay performances, especially as we're pushing on second half to try and get an equaliser or a goal. It's been okay. But the results haven't been good enough. We all know that. But now is a good opportunity to try and put that right. It's under the lights at home again, and hopefully we can get a good result.
We had a spell earlier this season where we won 6 on the spin. At the time, we probably had a few things go our way. Does it kind of feel like the other side of that coin? What's happening to us at the moment? Yeah,
probably. It's the peaks and troughs of the championship, really, isn't it? It's a lot of clubs go through it, and I think it was October, November, where we had 6 or so in a row, and we're on the other side of the coin now, and it's been tough, but we're professionals. We want to put it right, and we want to make sure the fans have got something to shout about again come tomorrow night.
What is the goal between now and the end of the season?
I'm not really looking towards now and the end of the season. I want to sort of focus on the now and the next game. That's what I'm looking on. I'm sure there's other people everywhere talking about goals and ambitions and stuff, but us as players, we really need to focus on what's in front of us and what's on the pitch. And tomorrow night we've got Sheffield Wednesday at home, and that's our next goal, is to get 3 points there.
We've been in and around the top 6 for so long. How much of a frustration has it been, sort of the last few weeks, just to drop off from it a little bit?
Yeah, massive. Like I say, it's where you want to be as footballers. You want to be up and around the top ends of the table. It hasn't been good enough last few weeks with the results, but the championship's crazy. We've unfortunately had a few injuries and bad timings with a couple of lads coming back, and then we'll lose a couple. So the momentum has been tough to sort of keep hold of. But it's not an excuse. The results haven't been good enough, but it's down to us, it's down to the players. So hopefully we can put it right.
I think for so long everyone's talking about how close this group is. When you start having, I think at times there have been 8, 9, 10 players out unavailable, how much of a sort of stress has it put on that bond and the group itself?
It does, yeah. It can take its toll. Definitely, we haven't got the biggest squad in the world. We've got sort of two or three in some positions that we can choose and rely upon. And it's just disruption, really. It's not ideal for keeping familiarity in the team, and having to enforce changes and stuff. It's obviously not down to me. It's obviously the manager's headache, but you don't really get much consistency. But that's all. Football's always been like that. We're going to get that next season, the season later as well, and every club is. So we have to cope with that, and hopefully keep everyone fit between now and the end of the season.
How big a difference would it make if we could get our noses in front in a game?
Yeah, it would. Yeah, hopefully we can tomorrow night as well. We haven't done it enough recently. We've obviously, it's a massive thing in the championship, is getting that first goal. goals change games, and you know, teams are going to adapt their tactics, and you know, team might take their foot off the gas. You know, if we're going to go a goal down, we're going to have to commit more bodies forward, and then we're open for the counter attack. So it's a massive thing, and hopefully we can get that tomorrow. But you know, we need to start well and start aggressive with the front foot. We're at home under the lights, and you know, really go for it.
I think at times in football you get certain occasions when you just need a win to try and spark something off. Are we in that kind of situation, does it feel at the moment?
I think so, yeah. You know, it's been a tough few weeks, don't get me wrong, but you know, we're working really hard. You know, we're still training really hard. You know, we want to make the difference come tomorrow night, and you know, everyone's talking about individuals, you know, becoming the man and stepping up, because you know, it might take some inspiration off your teammates when you see, you know, someone scoring a goal that, you know, really might G yourselves up. So we need to take more responsibility individually and collectively. But yeah, the good energy is still there. You know, we're still working really hard to try and make things right.